Is Paris Hilton giving her stamp of approval on Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson's relationship? We've got the answer, so keep watching. When it comes to Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson's relationship, Paris Hilton has her own thoughts on the whole deal. Kim's longtime friend is here for their relationship and discussed it with Access in an interview.
I'm so happy to see her happy. She just looks so beautiful and smiling, and I think they're just so cute together.
Aw, we love this. You know your man's a keeper when your friends approve. When the Access interviewer mentioned that Pete and Kim are an unexpected duo, Paris countered with,
Funny guys are awesome because they just always make you laugh and put you in a good mood. It's just good vibes.
yes, with any significant other nowadays, it is all about the good vibes. But while Paris thinks it's Pete's sense of humor that gives him his appeal, Pete, on the other hand, thinks women love him because he's a steal. According to Hollywood Life, Pete recently did a stand-up set in New York and said, "There seems to be a curiosity about me, is what my friends tell me." Later on, Pete joked that the movie Tropic Thunder is a classic that doesn't belong in the trash. He then proceeded to make the analogy, "I'm Tropic Thunder. I'm the diamond in the trash. It's a steal." So what you're saying then, Pete, is that your appeal is that you're not a diamond in the rough. You're a diamond that some lucky lady finds in the trash before the truck comes on trash day. Are we getting that right? Also, it's interesting that he's choosing to compare himself to a diamond because we all know diamonds are a girl's best friend. Just ask Ariana Grande, Kate Beckinsale, Margaret Qualley, Kaya Gerber, Phoebe Dynevor, and especially Kim K. Remember how she cried like no tomorrow when she thought she lost her diamond earring in Bora Bora? So don't mess it up, Pete. She might freak out. We're also wondering if Kim had any clue when she was hosting SNL back in October that she would be swept away by self-proclaimed diamond in trash Pete Davidson. And on the subject of SNL, The Sun is reporting that a source says Pete is allegedly upsetting his co-stars on the comedy sketch show by acting like a diva and missing rehearsals so he can spend time with Kim. Specifically, the source says, normally if you miss any rehearsals, you're out of the show on Saturday night, and the cast is starting to turn on him. He also allegedly has security for him when he leaves the building, but the source shares Colin Jost married an actual movie star, Scarlett Johansson, and yet Pete is getting more attention? Uh-oh, looks like maybe Pete's personal life is starting to affect his work. Or then again, maybe it isn't. Again, these are just rumors, and Page Six happens to be reporting the exact opposite news. They're saying a spokesperson for SNL told them it's not true and that no rehearsals have been missed. Since that's coming from a spokesperson, it's kind of hard to write that off as untrue. We guess as long as Pete is linked to Kim, he'll have to get used to being in even more headlines, but that doesn't seem to be bothering the guy at all. When Kanye Ye West's song Easy leaked online and it talked about Ye beating up Pete, a source told Page Six, Pete thinks it's totally hilarious. Not just that, he thinks the whole tabloid drama with him, Ye, and Kim is hilarious. He loves it. But before we go thinking that everything between Pete and Kim is as it seems, in Dumas' recent podcast called Do You, they discussed that the two were very much on for the cameras during their Bahamas trip. And remember that pizza date they had in LA not too long ago? Well, according to Do You, that was another blind item debunking that the duo actually arrived separately. Kim apparently didn't even eat any pizza. If you believe Dumas, then that's another point for team Kim and Pete are in a PR relationship. Here's to hoping we find out the truth about Kim and Pete's romance on their upcoming Hulu show, The Kardashians, which is set to premiere this year. For the latest updates on all things Kim and Pete, click right over here for another Clevver news video. Then hit those comments and let me know your reaction to Paris's reaction to Kim and Pete. I love how no matter what, Kim and Paris are just always supportive of each other. For now, I'm your girl Carly Henderson, and I'll catch you next time.